All right. So I guess I'm going to start doing things like this more often. I'm going to pay more attention to my YouTube channel now. What was that? So, hmm, what am I going to say? So, I guess I'll explain a bit what I mean by trifecta. That'll be fun. Okay, so the trifecta, my trifecta, no one else's, is three plants. We have kratom, cannabis, and hops. And so these three combine in the human body create a synergistic combination, something that is not reducible to either individual. And I find it to be a 1, 2, 3 knockout. It's probably the closest euphoria you can get with the substance without it being something hard. Like you're not gonna have, it's. I mean, it's not gonna be as strong as something like I don't know heroin or something, but it's definitely up there. I mean, I never had heroin, so I don't know anything about it really. I've had oxycodone. I can tell you it's pretty close to that. Although oxy is more encompassing though. It's like it feels like kratom hits on more cylinders, but oxy, the few cylinders that it does hit, it hits harder. That makes sense. So the trifecta is basically this combination of these three substances that are basically legal for the most part. I mean, kratom's legal, alcohol is legal, or beer, and if you're in the right state, cannabis is legal. This is probably one of my favorites, because it is. I don't know what's going on. There has to be a synergistic chemical going on. In the same way when you mix cocaine with alcohol, you get a third chemical, right? The cocaethylene, which is supposed to be something that increases the euphoric effects and diminishes the side effects of either, but supposedly puts extra strain on your heart. You see? So this, on the other hand, I don't know if there's any new substances created. It feels pretty benign. I don't wake up with a really bad hangover from it. I don't feel much of a crash either. I do wake up the next day feeling pretty normal, but by the time I go to bed on this combo, I feel very awesome. Like, especially towards like 1 or 2 hours before I sleep, I feel very, very like nothing can bring me down in a way. Tired though, so it's not like I want to keep staying up, but it feels great. I feel like anything can be pleasurable. Like I'll put on any music, right before I fall asleep, and it's perfect. So it's I'm really happy I was able to discover it because, going through my chemical odyssey, many of these fun things aren't legal, or they're not very available, or they're not very safe. And I'm happy that I was able to find something that's all three: safe, available, and fun. And so I recommend this combo to anyone, really. It's not an everyday thing. Maybe 2, 3 times a week at the most. I myself do it about 2 times a week. I used to drink all the time. Every time I did kratom, I used to drink, but stopped that. It wasn't hard to either. It was just something I kind of noticed. It's like, wow, every time I'm taking kratom, I'm drinking like a 40. So, also, I never drink more than a few beers, but tonight is gonna be a little different because I bought a 6-pack. So we're gonna go deep. So this trifecta is awesome. It's really great. And it probably will be illegal in some place, some soon at least, right? I mean, I'm not a fan of alcohol. I really hate it. I know it has its place, but it doesn't make me feel good. It never made me feel good. Other drugs make me feel good. Alcohol, what it does is it makes me care less, which I don't really enjoy at all. I've been trashed on the floor, wrapped up like a pretzel. and not even thinking I was fucked up. You know, like that happened a couple of years ago. I drank, I don't know, some hard liquor I was alone on Christmas Eve. And so I was feeling a little down, and I was like, let me get drunk at least, right? Might as well do something. And I remember just laying down right here on the floor like a pretzel, you know, all convulsed, you know, all that kind of thing, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not even that drunk. I'm on the floor like a pretzel. I don't know how anyone likes weed. I mean, alcohol. Sorry, I know why people like weed. I really don't understand why people like alcohol. It's just like, how can that be your DOC? Like, that's your drug of choice alone? Just alcohol? Ugh. I mean, it has its place, though. It has a really good function where it's just like you can just not give a fuck about what anyone or anything or anybody. That can really be beneficial, but it's not fun. Now, what is fun with alcohol, and I don't get to do it because I have no friends, would be to have a bunch of people get drunk at the same time. That's really fun. It's almost like it's its own synergistic effect. Alcohol plus social activity. That's a different story. That makes alcohol fucking a party. But when you're a loser like me who just sits by themselves for most of the day, then alcohol's not going to cut it. Now, what is good about alcohol is that it's a great way to increase the effects of both kratom and cannabis. Interestingly enough, right? So, alcohol increases the rate at which cannabis or cannabinoids like THC enter the cerebral cortex, but it happens for a reason, right? And I'll tell you why. So, when you drink, your blood vessels dilate, just like your pupils dilate. Everything dilates. Not everything, but you get what I'm saying. Your pupils dilate, your blood vessels dilate. So because of that, these, if you think of your blood vessels like highways, right, delivering stuff to different parts of your body, alcohol gives those highways extra lanes, right? So it went from a 6-lane highway to a 12-lane highway now when you're drunk. And so when you add cannabis into the mix, that increases the amount of cannabis that gets to the brain, and then obviously you get higher. So it's about 50%. So if you drink first and then you smoke, you will get 50% higher than you would without. And people have known this for years. You drink a 40 or you drink a 22 and you smoke some weed, you get really stoned. Again, it's not really my favorite thing because you're still drunk. I mean, yeah, it's true. You get really stoned, but you're still drunk. And I just, like I said, when I'm alone, I don't like feeling drunk. When I'm with people, it's a different story. But when am I ever with people? When I'm alone, drinking is not, it makes me feel even more sad. But when I mix it with kratom, it's a different story. It just seems to potentate everything else. And I don't even feel drunk. Like, I don't feel like I'm slurring my words or anything. Fucking Western world's drug of choice. Huh? This fucking thing right here. It's so fucking toxic. It's basically fuel, you know? Alcohol is fuel. Literally fuel. You could run an engine off of this stuff. And we drink it. Yeah, it's so fucking strange. Drink alcohol. It's just fuel. Solvent. It's a solvent. It dissolves things. But it gets you fucking trashed. Huh. What would the world be like if there was no alcohol? Would we still exist? Would life be different? Here's a better question. What if alcohol came out yesterday? Like, no one ever heard of alcohol. Just some fucking dude left some grapes in his kitchen. And then, like, 2 weeks later, he took one of the grapes, ate it, and felt really, really smashed. and then he discovered alcohol, or she, or it, whatever. Zer discovered alcohol, and I totally feel like it'd be made illegal automatically, right? If alcohol just came out, right? Obviously, it's not going to be in this form. It'd be like in probably its spirit form, like its pure form. And so you try to be like, well, this is going to be the drug that everyone loves. And you're like, what the hell? Did you smell that thing? It smells like the stuff I put on wounds. You know, like the stuff that I have in my first aid kit. It's like, no, 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 no. This is going to be the best. Everyone's going to love this. It's like, but it tastes like shit. Like, I actually have some weed that tastes like candy. It's like, no, 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 no. You don't want weed. You want this. You see, the only reason why this is legal is because this has a long history. That's it. That's it. If during the colonial era, when the Spanish were coming back from South America, they brought back with them all of these things they found there. Some of it was tobacco leaves. Some of it was coffee beans. And you know what else they had? Cocaine leaves. But what happened to the cocaine leaves? The coffee and the tobacco survived the trip from South America to Europe. But the cocaine leaves, the coca leaves, did not. One could only imagine what life would be like if those coca leaves were able to survive the journey and make it to Europe. We would all be doing coke right now, okay? Coke would be as ubiquitous as cigarettes and would have a lobby just as big as cigarettes. You would have 500 years for cocaine to become an established product like alcohol and tobacco did. But it didn't. Doesn't that ever make you wonder? What if coca did survive? How different would it be now? Can really just make one wonder. What would be? What would be? I don't fucking know. Neither do you. So stop acting like you didn't know. You don't fucking know either. I'm gonna ask people to come swim with me. Cheers. Message in a bottle? What's the message in this bottle? It says, get another beer. Okay. I'll be back. I'm gonna go follow this message in the bottle. Here I have one of these. Fucking can opener. only fills that much. Barely anything. Yeah, it was a big glass then. Yeah. Big ass glass, eh? Yeah. Whole thing doesn't even fill it. Thought I'd want to taste my beer more. By the way, let me get my fucking cannabis out. Did I say cannabis? I meant to say oregano. Let me get my oregano. Just want everybody to know that there's someone out there that loves you. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. There's someone out there that loves you. There has to be. They have to love you. Why wouldn't they love you? You're so nice to love and so easy on the eyes. Truly a flower. Imagine you got a bouquet of one of these things. And that would make a dozen roses look like a booger. Oh, shit. My oregano smells so good. Some organic oregano. Look at all that flower residue. So nice, isn't it? Fucking love you so much. What would I be without you? Smarter? More social? I don't know. Definitely not as happy. Oh, man. You leave me, you make me so upset. I thought you weren't going to be with me today. I'm so scared. My baby. Me and my baby. My one and only baby. So nice. If I was taking antidepressants, I'd be 40 pounds heavier and I would have no sex drive. Thank you, cannabis. Thank you so much. I love you. No one likes me. Nobody loves me. And I'm so free. I'm so free. Because nobody loves me. My mom loves me. My dad said he loves me. But I don't love me. I don't love me at all. Do you love yourself? Skittles. 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 Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Mm. Ah, beautiful. Mm-mm-mm. Wonderful, right? Beautiful. Fucking gorgeous. So beautiful. I love you so much. Thank you for being there all the time for me. Thank you for becoming legal. You rock my world. You rock my world. Cheers. 131 comments. What's Leafy TV? What is that? Leafy TV. .com/TV. Leafy has their own TV channel. Oh my god, why is this so loud? You fucking heeb. Cheers, bro. Not much, man. Salu. Not much, my brother. Not much, man. Just chilling. Nice to see you again, man. How you been, man? How's your family and shit, bro? Oh, bless. I'm glad to hear that shit, man. I tell you, dog, graduate school is very hard. That graduate school is intense. It's fucking hard, man. It is. It's intense, very intense, very fucking intense. I don't want a PhD. I just want a job. A lot of trim. What do you mean? You don't want my hair? I should get a haircut soon. Oh yeah. I know. Thanks for the encouragement. I know. I was feeling like whack today, man. Fucking realize how fucking oh. I never heard that. But like for real, and like I said, it's hard, bro. It's hard. I gotta find a job for to do a project for the class. I gotta like find a position in some workplace and like do an interview and like figure out like their uh like the what do you call it, the requirements for the position. And I have to do like a performance assessment of someone. I'm hoping this bank will let me do it. Mm. Also, I know you're not into this shit, but basically, I mean, what I'm doing is like what I would be doing, after I graduate, but on like a small scale. So instead of like doing an assessment for like a whole department, I'm just doing it for like one person. You know, it's basically like a questionnaire. It's a long one too. It's gonna be like 45-minute questionnaire. Yeah. It's for performance management, and then the other class is personnel selection. So one's about like how to hire people, and the other one's how to like evaluate. No, I'm sorry, not evaluate. Performance management. That's no, making sure they perform well. Keeping tabs on them. Shit. You know, but I've been going on group chats and shit, and it's been like hit or miss success. You know, like Sunday I had a good chat with like a bunch of people. Tuesday was a good chat. Yesterday that wasn't that. Actually, no. Yesterday was pretty good too. With like one guy like talking, we were talking about Christianity, and he was obviously non-Christian. He was like he thinks that God should be responsible for sins, and I'm trying to tell him like, no, we choose sin. It's, but he's like, no, it's not. But whatever. It was a good fucking chat, and then like someone else came in and was like tripping on mescaline and shit. He was like, it was actually, I think you might have seen him before. He's the guy that usually comes around going to get 9/11. Yeah, like Hangouts, yeah, like Google Hangout. Well, the first night was something called Zoom, some conference thing called Zoom with another guy's channel named 33. And that was actually really fun. But when I did Zoom myself, you got to pay for it. I'm like, I'm not going to pay for this. I can just do Google Hangout for free. So on Tuesday, I did Google Hangout. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could have a lot of people on it. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if like you could, but I mean, Google Hangouts, you got a lot of people too. I'm on it fucking right now. Look at me. Look at me here, over here. But what do you call it? But I just leave it open and shit. Yeah. The only thing I'm a little afraid of sometimes is like last night, like I was a little too stoned and someone came on. His name was like Jehovah's Tyrant or something. I forget. And so the talk was about politics and religion. And the dude comes on the stream and it's just like, I don't talk about politics. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Just fucking eject. Like, I don't need that shit right now. Literally got me fucking scared. And then this other dude, after I had a debate with someone, the guy who was on mescaline, he comes by. And I took it the wrong way, but I took it a really bad way. He's like, so that guy was cool, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, do you know him? I'm like, well, I just met him now. He's like, don't worry, you'll know him soon enough. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? He's like, you sure you don't recognize him? Look again. You sure you don't recognize him? I'm like, wait, who is this? And I like looked at the guy. And I'm like, wait. And it started freaking me the fuck out. And then the guy was just like, no, I'm sorry, I'm just tripping on mescaline. It's just literally, I thought like the cops were gonna bust in. I don't even know, man. At first, I thought it was my professor. I was like, was that my professor? Yeah, no, they are. It's for sure. But actually, I had a nice chat on Tuesday with Kodak. I forgot his real name. It's like Franklin or something. And the guy Dante. You remember Dante? No, I think I'm good. If you notice, bro, I've stopped putting my location on. I don't know. I'm afraid that No, I don't think they're rappers. I had a chat with a rapper on Zoom on Sunday. It was like a rapper dude. I never heard of him, but he was obviously a rapper. But on Tuesday, I had a nice chat with Dante and this guy Kodak. Kodak's the one that's like always talking about the Jews and shit. And his profile pic is the abs, his abs. The dude completely different than what I thought it'd be. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they didn't seem they don't act too faggy, like they don't really, they're not like this other guy who's fucking, weird, completely fucking weird. But yeah, it's good shit though. I like it. So if you ever want to do it, I know you don't because you're fucking scared of showing your shit, or you said it yourself. You're like, I'm only gonna come on the stream like when the world ends or something, right? Like when the apocalypse is happening, I'll stream. Fucking dimension. But yeah, right now I'm fucking just chilling, man. I was in a bad place like 2 hours ago. Like I'm just telling you, I was in a bad place. You mean me or you? You mean you, right? Hey man, whenever you're doing a hangout and shit, I'm totally down to hang out east style and talk about whatever the fuck. We were talking about fucking. I was talking about yo. Fucking. So I'm driving my cousin, right? Just like an hour ago, and we passed by the high school, and the high school has like this marquee thing, like the red letters moving like that. I'll tell you in a second. So yeah, so it was like a marquee thing, where it usually says like, whatever events are coming up at the school, like, hey, parent teacher conference Tuesday, whatever. All it said, man, was with no date or anything. It just said Holocaust education. That was it. That was it. I was just like, what? Holocaust education? And then it just went away, and then it went back to like, on Tuesday we're having a blah blah blah, and then Thursday a blah blah. I'm just like, Holocaust education? It just came out of nowhere. Like, Holocaust education. Like, what? Macarillion. Man, I've been telling people, bro, about the USS Liberty, and like people don't even know what to fucking say. Like, I'm like, yo, Israel attacked us, killed like 30 soldiers, and we did nothing. We did nothing in return. People don't even believe me and shit. Don't even believe me though. They're like, not can't, no way. I'm like, yo, look at Wikipedia. Like, it's on Wikipedia. Yo, but that shit is crazy though. Like, I will bring that up to any fucking Zionist. Be like, why is it okay that in '67 you guys not only killed our soldiers, but you killed the motherfuckers that were in the life rafts, They shot at the dudes in the life rafts, man. These fucking Jews and shit. Fucking assholes, bro. And fucking LBJ. I mean, I don't even have to tell you. You probably know this already, Heap. But, it's fucking LBJ's like, turn those motherfuckers around. Like, we can't attack our daddy. Yes. Bullshit. That's another thing too. Like, I don't believe anyone with dual citizenship should be in Congress. Like, where are your loyalties, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you shouldn't be in Congress. Your loyalties are obviously not to this country. You don't care about this country. But what I was saying before about me being in a stupid place. Actually, So what happened was, so you know me, I'm a fucking weed head. I'm a weed addict and shit, and weed's like my antidepressant basically. And so when I don't get weed, I start getting real fucking all the bad shit in life. So I didn't get to smoke at all. I still haven't smoked. I got this still right here and fucking go, but I haven't smoked at all today. But that was because I thought I was gonna buy it later. No, beyond cranky, bro. I'm talking about like scaring people. Like if you probably wouldn't even talk to me anymore if you saw fucking tantrums I pull out and shit. And so I'm gonna go fucking pick up some bud with my dude, my fucking cousin who usually helps me get it. Shit. And then like we're driving there. We're literally like 5 minutes away, and he's on the phone with somebody. He's like, turn the car around. I'm like, what? He's like, you right now. I'm like, the fuck's your problem, bro? He's like, no, go right now, you. And I did a fucking U, broke, crossed double yellow lines, went across, and then the dude's like, start running. He's like, he wants me to run red lights, and I'm telling him no. Like, what's going on? He's like, his daughter just had like a seizure. And I'm like, wait, a seizure, epileptic seizure? Like, yeah. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Like, you don't get an epileptic seizure out of nowhere. So whatever. We end up going over there. The ambulance comes. His 14-year-old daughter was basically, she passed out or something, right? She like, in Spanish, how do you say it? Mareada, She just went, she just like dropped and shit. And of course, me being a fucking, because my family, especially on the mother's side, they're all exaggerators, right? So I know that probably she's going to be okay, but I'm gonna have to deal with this anyway. And it was just a no, because I'm just thinking like, I know what's gonna happen. You're about to go to the hospital right now. The dude that we're about to pick up from is gonna fall asleep. I'm not gonna have my trifecta tonight, and tomorrow I'm gonna have to wake up and do 5 or 6 pages of writing. Like I'm not gonna be able to do this tomorrow, and I won't be able to do it Sunday or Monday or Tuesday. So I started going fucking nuts, thinking like I just want my trifecta. I don't want to fucking I was just pissed. I was fucking going nuts, man. And it like it's so psychological too, because the minute I know I'm gonna get it, I calm down. So it's not like a physical thing, like I can't breathe or something, but it's like my mind is just so it just reminds me how much like I'm dependent on things like this and shit, like to just fucking just calm down. And honestly, I'd rather will be than a fucking other thing. In that case, it does. But like honestly, if it whether be this or like Zoloft, I'm not gonna say either this or Zoloft or something, bro. I'd rather have this, man. I don't want Zoloft, bro, because I don't want to gain an extra 10 pounds, or not even an extra, like 30 pounds, and I want to be able to get hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like, just kill my fucking sex drive like those drugs do. And anything, like, I don't want to take any drug that takes 3 weeks to work. I mean, that is so like, what the fuck? You gotta take something for like 2 or even a month before you feel it? What kind of drug is that? You gotta take it for fucking a month straight before you feel anything. That ain't right. There's something wrong with that drug. It's not hitting you right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather just fuck with my bud, bro. My trifecta. I don't need no fucking Zoloft and shit, man. And I've always felt it, even before I smoked bud. Like I had a fucking diary, and I was looking through it a couple of years ago. And this is diaries, just a bunch of fucking just what they call cognitive splitting. You know, just breaking up every situation to like really really bad or awesomely good, and just keep splitting everything. I always had that fucking shit, bro. Weed was fucking. I'm glad I fucking smoked weed, man. And I didn't even want to, but remember, the only reason why I ever fucking picked up a bong was because I was in isolation. You see, Heap, this is what makes you a fag. A Blue Moon beer? Blue Moon? Really? Really, Heap? What the fuck is wrong with you, Blue Moon? Ooh, this is real sticky. I don't like Blue Moon, bro. The first time I had it, I liked it, but I think it was because I was on a date with a hot girl. And I got what she was having, you know? So I think that's why I liked it the first time. Nah, it's an IPA. Like, I don't know, just something like, because I bought it the other day, and when I went to drink, I'm like, I don't like it. I don't know, maybe it was something different about the beer in the bar than what I bought in the store, but I don't know, I didn't fuck with it again. Fuck that shit. Right now I got, where's my beer? Oh, I got some Beck's right now. That's what I'm fucking with. What do you think about Beck's, huh, Heap? Well, what kind of beer you like? Oh, obviously Blue Moon. But anything else besides Blue Moon that you enjoy? Because I mean, Blue Moon's not, it's not horrible, you know. It's just I don't know, something about the orange taste. I just not into it. Yo, Yingling used to be my shit in Philly because the place that makes Yingling was like right next door to the store I was buying off of. So like a 6 pack of Yingling was $4. Fucking $4 bro, to get fucking wasted. No. I didn't go to the brewery. I actually went to a fucking brewery. It was in Philly, but it wasn't Beck's. I think it was Doghead. I don't remember. Oh yeah. They were asking us too. They were like, if you want to fill up some alcohol and shit, but yeah, whatever. No, but it wasn't that though. It was just a regular spot. But what happens is because the brewery is like in a nearby area, it's super cheap. So for a 6 pack of Yingling, it was like $4. Fucking awesome. I drank so much when I lived in Philly. It's like I don't know, Heath, if you ever been to Philly, there's a bigger bar culture like over there. Like it's not like it is here in New York. Like I mean, there's bars here in New York. There's bars here in New York, but it's not like it's not the same as in Philly. Philly is like, the culture for the bars like more ingrained. I think it's because they have more white people. Yeah, exactly. What's funny is a long time ago, one day I went into a bar. I was walking home. I just kind of went into a bar. I don't know. I wanted a beer or something. That's why I wanted an extra beer. That's the bar. I had a beer and shit. Like I was an ass. I didn't tip the dude right away. Bought beer. Why don't I just glass a little bit? And then it's a tap. Just like that's the kind of thing people who tip ask. It's like, wow, we're even gonna fucking check. It was an Asian bro. It was an Asian dude. He's just like, yeah. People who say that usually tip. You fucking asshole. It's like you didn't give me a chance to tip. I wasn't gonna. I should have though. I mean, I'm not saying he was a jerk. I mean, I get it, but like, it was funny though. That was a bar on like 40th, like 6th Avenue or something, right there in Midtown. Where all the fucking tourists are. No, I never heard of that. What is it? What's that? What's a growler? God, I feel stupid. Actually, I know what that is. Is that like a beer? Growlers? A shot or something? No, I never had one of those. Little breweries. I wish I remember the brewery I went to. It was a craft beer, so it wasn't like it wasn't a big one. The thing that got me upset though was like, where do you get your water from? And they're like, we use the tap water in Philadelphia. Fuck, you don't filter that shit. What's going on? I don't even know how to say your name. There's name had no vowels. So how often you go to breweries, huh? Oh, there's spook. Hey, there's real females on this, all right? Like I've gotten real nerds. You know, you heard me? I said nerds. I meant to say nudes. I said nerds. I'm like, I've gotten some real nerds here. Yo, whatever, I've gotten real nudes from supposedly real women on this fucking scope. Like, look, I'm not to like. I don't know why you're so against like real people on the scope. Like there are actual real people here, man. It's not all fucking spooks. I don't know, like there's that one chick from what's it called? My content. What about my content? There's that chick that likes me all the time from what's her name? Justine. True, but like I'm a good-looking motherfucker, so they come. No, but I mean I've had a couple of them, like Justine. She sent me like, you want to actually see some of her? I'll show you some of her fucking pictures if you like. Oh, I mean some are. You want to see some? I mean I don't have nudes, but I have like some scandalous pictures. Yeah, look right here. Been live right now. I haven't even been watching to see if someone has come on. I haven't fucking paying attention to that shit. Oh, I've gone live with her. Yeah, I've seen her. I've fucking seen her live. She's seen me live. It's just like I've been like wanting to do something, but it's not a big deal. It's just like if I'm like extra horny one day, maybe I'll fucking instead of just doing the normal JO, I'll just fucking send her a message. I mean, why not? I'm gonna be fucking jerking off at pictures anyway. Might as well be a picture of someone, of a chick that I actually talk to. I'll actually no, someone else is here, so I can't show you right now. Yo, he. Oh, look, it's Kodak. What's up, Kodak? No, but yo, he. My God, I saw a talk the other day. What up, bro? I'm just here chilling. You already know how it is. Deep waters. Swimming in these deep waters. So there was fuck, what was I saying to you? Fuck. Give me someone hit a period so I can fucking go back. I forgot. I was gonna tell you a funny story, but I can't remember right now. There we go. Oh, okay. So I was checking out this video from theology, philosophy, and science, and it was about something called loveology. No, that was something else. Oh, so it was this chick, right? She's she's not just a chick. She's an older woman now. She was born from like an adoption. Like her mother was like a 15-year-old who could have had an abortion, but was like, no, I'll just fucking let her adopt, whatever. So she was just talking about like STDs and shit, and she was saying that like literally you don't even get tested for most of the STDs, and she, I don't know, she just basically scared the shit out of me with all this STD talk, like stuff like that. That even though you may show no symptoms, until after 5 years, you have no idea if you have something. Like you have to wait at least 5 years and shit before you know. And that was freaking me out, because sometimes I take off the condom. I'm sorry, like I'm just like even a chick I just met, like I just take it off. I hate it. I really don't like the condom sometimes. I mean, there have been times I don't do it. I remember once I literally fucked this chick who I pushed through my window. Like I like literally just like met her, and I told her to come over to my house, and this was back when I lived upstairs, and so I couldn't bring her through the front door, so I literally pushed her fucking ass through the fucking. I wish I had that shit on video. I was literally pushing her ass in. I was like, get the fucking ass. And I get in, fucking fuck her, and then the condom broke inside that bitch, and I remember my dick touched the pussy juice, and I felt like my dick was burning. I was like, oh, what's this? I just hate condoms, bro. They always break on me. They always get really tight. They I don't think, maybe I'm using them wrong or something, but they like tighten the head of my fucking dick. They're just like this, and I can't feel good anymore. It's just, I'm probably doing it wrong. I'm probably like putting it on upside down or something. What's going on, bro? I'm on fucking, if anyone wants to fucking come and talk and all that bullshit, I'm online. So you already know. If you don't want to, you don't have to, obviously, but if you want to fucking talk shit, come along. I got 3 more beers. Let's do this. I want one, but here's the thing though. They were like, I gotta wait 5 years. I gotta wait 5 years from the last time I had sex to you know, like really? Like those are like that I can have like I'm already, I mean, if you go to my Twitter, the link is there. I really have like it's just, I don't know, it just bothers me, man, because I don't know, if you saw that shit. Okay, all right. You're fucking Mac Daddy. Okay, all right. People like me who could go fucking years without fucking pussy. In my case, like a year. I usually go about a year. It's just some weird thing that always happens. But like I don't know, she scared me though, man. She really, really scared me. Like made me feel like, damn, I don't want chlamydia or whatever, or HPV, you know? Like, I don't know, man. And now, like, Christians always say, like, you can't jerk off either because you're not supposed to have lust. It's like, you could jerk off, but only if you don't lust. What? I hope so. I don't know, yo, like, why do you think, like, Christians, like, some of their rules are so stupid? It makes me wonder, you know? It really does. Like, is it really that bad? Like, you believe that thing that they say about that every time you have sex with someone, you kind of like leave a piece of yourself with them. Like they had the idea, like the analogy of like a piece of tape where you put like, you know, like you take the tape, put on someone, and you rip it off. And there's like a little piece there. And you put the tape again, you put it on someone, and you rip it off. And you keep doing that. And eventually, not only does it lose the glue, but like you got all these pieces of other people. Nakeeb, I've been thinking about it, man. Like, what if like our society was different, right? Where, you know, porn and all that shit wasn't like in your face, and you know there wasn't all that push, and like literally the first naked chick you did see was your wife. You know, I think about like those areas and shit. Yeah, right. Never marry a whore. A whore can never become a housewife. But you know, I feel like the. Like, what if we had that society, you know, where like the first chick you saw naked was your wife, and then the way her tits were and her ass and her pussy, that was like that became your standard. So it's like, you know, it's not like, oh man, she has small titties. Like, whoa, titties, you know. I could only imagine, you know, that like that, and then the sex would be better because like we're not being, you know, influenced by all this porn and thinking about something else. I mean, that too. I mean. But I kind of like nakedness being a big deal because I like titties. Like, I wouldn't want to live in a society where titties are nothing. Like, titties are great, even though they don't do much for us. I mean, they do nothing. At least a pussy, like, kind of can make you come and shit. But what do tits do? Nothing, really. But they're awesome. You know, like, they're great to fuck around with. So, like, you know, I wouldn't want a society where titties were just, like an elbow or something, you know? Yeah, but they're awesome still. But hey, babe, you don't like titties? You're not like, whoa. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know. Wow. Okay. I guess for me, I like them. I like them big. I like them nice. I don't think I could fucking be with a woman who's like flat chested, unless no, even. You'll take a fat butt, or you know what you're like one of these you're like a Brazilian dude, you know. You're like how Brazilians like their women. They like their women like a guitar, like wide at the bottom, kind of narrow at top. Look, you know, if I had to choose between a very nicely shaped ass, not even like a big one, but hey Dante, a nicely shaped ass versus big titties. I mean, there is something I don't like about a chick with big tits, but her ass is like non-existent. There is something annoying about that. I'd rather have a chick that has smaller titties but a better ass than one that has like no ass but big tits. There's something like lopsided about that. Almost like she's about to fall over, you know. Let me shape like capital P. Crespi, you don't get to talk about this. This isn't your realm. this isn't your this isn't your level of expertise. Sorry. But I'm just saying. Oh, so I guess in general, I'm just fucking with you, bro. But listen, like totally, I'm gonna wait 5 years before I have sex again. But what do you mean built like a horse? I have no idea what you mean by that. We say she had a long neck, or she had like really thick thighs. Like what does that mean? Built like a horse? What does that fucking mean? I've never heard someone say, "Damn, that chick's like a fucking stallion. I'm gonna ride her." Maybe you mean something else. Like, are you mean like her thighs were like really thick and shit? Like I know some guys love like chicks with like big fucking thighs and shit. Ah, okay. But stallions are dudes though, right? Like stallions mean a male horse, right? Look at you. That's a good point. But you have to have at least visit the place before you say something. You have to at least visit it, Chris. You can't just like see it from afar. Well, honestly, like I hate that, you know? I hate when like women are like obsessed, like in the same way like how white dudes can be like obsessed with Asian chicks. You have some white girls that are obsessed with black dudes. No, you know what's the he probably years. No, dude. No, I'm kidding. He's probably got more tang than me, bro. But check it out though. Like literally. What was I gonna say? Totally forgot. I'll come back sometime or something. Hopefully, maybe. Oh, the nigga lover. Right. Um. So yeah, there's these chicks that are like totally obsessed with black dudes. But one of my favorite things, and Kodak, I know you would love this. You've probably seen this shit before. You've seen those pictures of white chicks with like black dudes, and then it says like, okay, this was in like June, and then it shows you like a year later. Or like, okay, you know what? I'll show you guys. It's funny as hell because these are great. I'm not sure the name of it. I'll put something like black, no, white. Yeah, for black single mom. Hold on, maybe I'll find something. Come on, Google. Where is it? Come on. Come on. Yeah, right? That one with the black eye? No, the one that's great, right? Is the one where it's 1 year. Toll paid? Okay, all right. Thanks. Oh shit! Remember that? Remember this? That guy, wasn't it the fucking gayest novel? These fucking teenagers that turn into animals. Remember that shit from school? There was like a million of those books. Come on, but they don't have the good ones though. Come on. Let me put white GF. Maybe that would work better. I want you guys to see some of these, man. They're so fucking funny. Oh, come on. You sure that was the meme? You sure that was the meme? Because I can't find them. So I'll explain one of them. So one of them. So you already talked about the black eye one, which is hilarious. There's the other one where it's like a family, and it's the white chick with, the black dude in the family picture, and then the following year, the black dude's gone, white chick with the baby, or the one with the YouTube, where it was like a YouTube celebrity chick, right? Burn the coal page. I'll look that up in a sec. So yeah, there's a YouTube personality chick, right? And she has a video about we're expecting a